In this lecture video, we are going to talk about qualified association. So let's define what a qualified association is. An association in which an attribute called the qualifier disambiguates the objects on the many side of the association is called a qualified association. It is possible to define qualifiers for one-to-many and many-to-many associations. A qualifier's role will be to select among the target objects, reducing the multiplicity from many to one. Qualified associations with a target multiplicity of 1 or 0 to 1 will specify a very precise path for finding the target object from the source object. Let's take a look at this figure which illustrates qualifiers. So this is the most common use of qualifiers, that is, for associations with one-to-many multiplicity. Let's take a look at this association that is not qualified. So this UML shows you two classes. The first class is called as the bank, the second class is called as account, and it has one attribute called account number. So if you see, since we are connecting two classes, this connection is called as an association. The association is of the type one-to-many. One on the bank end of the association, many on the account end of the association. Let us read this association. A bank can have multiple accounts. Let me now read it from the other end. An account can belong to only one bank. So to remind you again, when we read associations, you always ignore the side, the multiplicity of the side from which you're beginning to read. So don't say one bank, just say a bank has multiple accounts. And if you are beginning to read from this side of the association, forget about the multiplicity at this end and just say an account can belong to one bank, indicating that the same account cannot exist with multiple different banks. So you can see this association is not qualified. Now let us convert this association into a qualified association. So for an association to be qualified, it should be either one-to-many or many-to-many. This association has a multiplicity of one-to-many, so we can qualify the many side of the association. So how do we do it? Now, account number is an attribute that uniquely identifies a bank. So I can qualify this association by converting this account number into something called as a qualifier. So what is the UML notation for qualifier? Wherever there is a one-to-many association, find out the attribute that uniquely identifies the many side. In this case, account number uniquely identifies an account. In that case, what you have to do is write the qualifier on the one side of the association or on the side opposite to the many which you want to qualify. So I want to uniquely identify one account number. That is why I'm putting the qualifier at the other end of the association. So now let me try to traverse this association. So within the bank context, we can see that both bank and account are classes, whereas account number is now called as the qualifier. So if I traverse this, you can see that when I start with bank, when I have a bank, a particular bank, and an account number, a bank plus an account number will always yield a unique account. Here the bank had target class of multiple accounts, but I have reduced that multiplicity from many to 0 or 1. Suppose you traverse this bank and the account number you have specified is not existing, then it will yield you to 0 account. That's why 0 to 1. But if it's an existing and a valid account number, this will lead you to exactly one account. So that is why the star side or the many side is now reduced to 0 or 1. And you can see the account number has been removed from the attribute section and now been added as a qualifier. So this is an example for a qualified account. Now please note that both these models are acceptable, but a qualified model adds more information as to what is that attribute which uniquely identifies the many side of the association. So this qualifier also adds a multiplicity constraint, which means that the combination of bank, that is the class, the source class, and the qualifier, that is the account number, when you combine these both, what you get is one target object, or yields to one unique account. So the qualified model conveys the significance of account number in traversing this model. So you first find the bank and then specify the account number, and then you get, or your yield, what is the outcome of this is that one unique account. Now let's look at the notation of, in case of UML, for a qualifier. The notation for a qualifier is a small box on the end of the association line near the source class. So this is your source class. You put your qualifier always at the source class, and when you combine this, what you get is the target class. So the qualifier box here has grown out of the right side of the source class, but it can grow out of any of the sides of the source class. You can have indicated in whichever way that is convenient. Let's take a look at another example of qualifier here. So this figure provides an example of qualification in case of a stock exchange. A stock exchange lists many companies. However, a stock exchange can list only one company given a ticker symbol for the company. So let's first take a look at the not qualified or the unqualified association. You have a stock exchange which will list all possible companies which are registered with the stock exchange, and information about their stock values, and so many other attributes of stocks with relevant to that company. So again, you can see the previous example was one to many. This example represents a many to many association. So let me read it from top down. Stock exchange can list multiple companies. Again, omit this multiplicity when you're reading from this end. Okay, a stock exchange lists multiple companies. Now let's read it from the other end. A company may be listed in various stock exchanges, need not be only in one stock exchange. A company can list its stock information in multiple stock exchanges. So here what we have is an association class which identifies the associations by means of an attribute called as a ticker symbol. Now let me convert this association into a qualified association. So here you can see I'm trying to qualify this end of the association. This is my target class. That is why the qualifier will come at the opposite side. And the qualifier will be something, an attribute that will uniquely identify the star end of the association which you are trying to qualify. So I'll put ticker symbol here. Now given a stock exchange and a ticker symbol, if I add these two pieces of information, it will definitely yield me either no company if that company is not listed in the stock exchange, or at most one company given that the company and its ticker symbol are registered with this stock exchange. So this is about qualified associations.